What's going on, everybody? My name is John Serwin and this is my kitchen. Welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I made this homemade charcoal burger ground by myself with a few different types of meats in there. Got some burger sauce, bib lettuce, homemade bun, and homemade pickles coming up, so stay tuned. Here we have a chuck roast. This is just about 3 pounds that we are going to cut up into 1-inch cubes. Next, we have some scrap of a New York strip from a strip loin I cut up into steaks. And here we have 12 ounces of bacon we're going to cube up. So we have a blend of chuck roast, New York strip, and bacon. We're going to get this into a bowl and throw it into the freezer before grinding it up. Here I have 2 Vidalia onions that I just sliced up, threw into a stainless steel pan with about a tablespoon of butter and a pinch of salt. I'm going to get these deeply caramelized for our burger today. It honestly depends on the day of the week or how I'm feeling that day if I would rather grilled onions or raw onions on my burger. I absolutely love either form. Why don't you comment below? Are you team raw onions or team grilled onions? All right, well, the bun's baked off at 375 for the past 15 minutes. Let's take them out and have a look. Well, all right, hey. Wow, the regular buns look great. All right, we're gonna fetch out our meat and get to grinding for the burgers. Meat was in the fridge, and let's remember our chuck roast, 3 pounds of chuck, 12 ounces of bacon, and a little over a pound of that New York strip. We're gonna go in with our medium die, get this on there, and we are only going to grind once. Since we are just doing this for ground beef for burgers, no need for a double grind or a grind and a half like I usually do. So, go ahead. Meat's ready, got our plunger, gonna get some meat in there and get her rolling. All right, gonna turn around. Probably should have plugged it in first. All right, take 2, half speed. And there we go. All right, we're gonna make up some patties next. All right, now that we have all meat mixed up, I am just gonna go ahead, well, turn on my scale. I'm gonna do 6-ounce portion. Alexa, what is 6 ounces in grams?
6 ounces is about 170.1 grams.
All right, you heard that, so I'm gonna shoot for 170 grams. All right, 170. So I'm gonna do that to all these burgers over here. I don't really want to pack these up too tightly. All I'm going to do is kind of hand form them just into a ball for now and then throw it into my hand, right? Like just to get it kind of slightly compacted. 4 times is good by me, and then I'm going to just hand form them here. Just enough to come together to where they will stay together on the grill and not fall apart. I think I'm going to have to invest into a burger former soon. I think that would be a nice thing to have. But there you go, 6-ounce patty, and just gonna go ahead and do the rest of these. There we go, we were able to get 11 burgers. I'm probably only gonna grill up like 5 or 6. The rest I'm gonna throw into a food saver, vacuum seal it, and throw it in the freezer for another grilling day. Decided to go with 5, and I am just gonna season up this top side right here with just a little SPG, salt, pepper, garlic. It's actually 1.5 parts pepper, 1 part salt, 1 part garlic. So basically, tablespoon and a half black pepper, 1 tablespoon salt, 1 tablespoon garlic. And remember, season high to disperse evenly. Because when we throw these on the grill, it will be season side down first. For our burger sauce, we're going to take some homemade mayonnaise we have here. We're going to measure out 120 grams, so take off a little bit of that. This is also my homemade ketchup. 55 grams. We're going to do 55 grams of ketchup. Next, we're going to go in with about 20 grams of yellow mustard. I took some of my homemade bread and butter pickles and chopped them up. Or you could do relish if you want. Throw that on in there. And then here I got about 1/4 cup of, I had some red onion left over. So I pulverized some red onion and 1 garlic clove to go right on in. I'm just gonna grab a spoon. The juice of the bread and butter, I'm just gonna well, that's not good. All right, cleanup time. All right, and on go the burgers. We are going to put these seasoned side down. Get rid of our, now we got a clean pan. Now we're going to take our salt, pepper, and garlic. Remember that? And go ahead, season high. Oop, play the wind though. Maybe we're going to season a little low. All right, let those cook off. The burgers are now about 140 degrees, so it is time to cheese them. And 9 times out of 10, I am putting American cheese on my burger. It is at 140 degrees because I like my burgers medium to medium well. Man, I love seeing that smoke billowing out. You know you're getting that beautiful charcoal flavor on there. Well, they're all done. Time to take them off, let them rest, take them inside, and build that burger for you guys. All right, for a burger, go ahead, grab a bun. Boy, they are quite large, but man, they are so incredibly soft. Oh, why would I be prepared? Let me grab a spoon, throw on a little bit of that burger sauce right on the bottom. Burger sauce right on the bottom. Then we're going to grab some of those homemade bread and butter pickles. I mean, you don't have to make them homemade. I just do. I enjoy it. Next goes on one of our big old burgers. Then, going to put on a little bit of some deeply caramelized onions. Throw it right on top of the cheese. Last but not least, 2 nice pieces of some Boston or butter lettuce. We'll go that way. And then a touch more burger sauce right on top. Why not? The glue that holds it together. And there you have it, folks. We had a little bit of a field trip to the outside to my favorite grill that I have, charcoal grill. Honestly, I've never even owned a propane or gas grill. I use them at work, but I just don't use them at home. So yeah, here's the burger. And again, grinding the meat yourself, I was able to put in some bacon in there. So nothing left to do but try it out. Holy crap. When it comes to a charcoal burger or a smash burger, I don't know. I don't know which one takes it. That charcoal just gives it that extra little smoky, delicious fire, flame grilled flavor that you just can't, I don't know, you can't replicate other than being on a charcoal grill. But man, yeah, the bread and butter pickles, the grilled onions, the American cheese, the grind in the burger, that's fantastic. And I got to say, these buns are getting better and better. So give this one a shot. Let me know what you think. Comment below. And thanks for joining me on my journey. So, and just remember, you're just making food out of ingredients until you sit down and share them with ones you love. Then it's a meal. All right, guys, thanks for coming by. Greatly appreciate it. See you next time.